third day of winter arc, and you know, I've purchased this a little bag because my backpack was just, that's zesty, but my backpack was just full, so I needed to purchase a second bag. Funny intro, but this is the progress with the hair, you know. I'm not gonna take it fully off because then it's hard to put it back on. But today I want to help you guys with reducing your screen time. Now, in the video of Winter Arc itself, I've told you guys about maximum 2 hours of screen time, but there are a couple of exceptions. For example, Notion or Notes app, Books apps, things for school, things for your job. Yeah, that's basically it. Or workout apps because they use time in the background. But how can you actually just reduce the screen time of the unnecessary apps? For example, video games, Instagram, YouTube, for most of you TikTok. Well, it's pretty easy. So there are three tips I can give you. I've talked about the first two earlier, but the third one is new. No, it's not new, but I didn't talk about it before. So the thing is, the first one, you should put your phone in gray mode. It should be, on iPhone, if you go to settings, to accessibility and to colors, I think, then you can go to color filters and then gray and white. Your phone is gonna get so boring, but because it's so boring, you will utilize it less. Obviously, if you lack discipline, you'll just turn it back on, and that's not the solution to it, obviously. I personally do 1 day of the week fully in gray mode, so that I have 1 day that's at least very less than the other days, because my phone is so boring. Second tactic I can give you is look at your screen time of, let's say, Instagram this week, the average. If the average is 2 hours a day, your aim for next week should be 90% of that. So 2 hours, 120, 1 hour 48 minutes. That should be your aim, the maximum aim for the next week. And the week after that, 90% of 1 hour and 48 minutes. So that would be 97.2, 1 hour 37 and 12 seconds. And the week after that, again 90%, till you've actually accomplished 20% of the original time. It will reduce your time a lot, because you should stick to it, because think of it as a hill that's going downwards. When the hill is going downwards in a positive manner, when the hill is going downwards, you don't suddenly want to see a little peak and then go back down, because that's just gonna slow the going down process. I don't know if I've used the right words, but it's just gonna lengthen the process of reducing the screen time. The third point I will talk about later, but first off, oh, is that a bird? Oh. Like on those lights, there is something on the top, just like a stick. Okay. Don't care. So, me personally, before the winter arc, before the 2 hour screen time limit, my Instagram usage was a lot. Let's just say a lot, because I got caught in the feeling of, not the reels part, but just the explore part, where you have just a post, not videos, post. For example, maps posts, or a quote, or a meme. Those things, I got caught up in that very, very easily. And thus I had a screen time of around 1 hour 42 hours on Instagram alone. But now, since 2 days, it's going well. 30 minutes for yesterday. No, 30 minutes for the first day. Around 56 minutes for yesterday because I had nothing to do and I just felt like a lazy one. But at the end of the day, I compensated for it. Or else I would be a bitch. And today, it's 7 p.m. I think, right now. It's around 50 minutes. That's a great improvement, I'd say. And now the third point, it's to use time blocks. Me personally, the time that I'm most on my phone is when I should be working. So what should you do? Well, what should you do to actually remove that addiction? You should, when you find yourself caught up in scrolling, count from 5 to 0. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. And then just do the action. If you procrastinated working, just put the phone down and work. But another thing with that is put a timer of for the first time it should be 50 minutes, then 30, then 45. And you should be deep working. Put all the notifications off and put your phone on silent mode. I don't think there's gonna be happening an emergency call while you're working in that 50 minutes. So that will reduce your screen time because you're dividing the times that you spend on your phone in times where you work in time blocks. I hope these tips will help you. Have a great day and always remember, Khan always delivers.